Are you concerned about someone you think is being abused, but don't know what to do? Abuse is the attempt by one person to control another person using fear, threats, or violence. Abuse is not just physical. It may also be sexual, emotional, verbal, mental, spiritual, or financial. Statistics show that 8 out of 10 abuse survivors are women. Women of any age, income group, race, religion, ability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or education can be a victim of abuse. The key is to recognize, respond, and refer.
First, you need to recognize signs of woman abuse. If a woman has bruises or cuts and she tries to cover them or makes excuses for her injuries, she may be in an abusive relationship. While physical injuries may be the most obvious warning signs of abuse, there are other things to look for as well. She may make excuses for her partner's aggressive behavior, or pull away from friends and family. She may also become nervous when he is around, or fall sick more often. In some situations, the woman is at higher risk of serious injury or death. The danger to her may be greater if she has just separated or is planning to leave. She fears for her life and for her children's safety. She is in a custody battle or has children from a previous relationship. She is involved in another relationship. She has no family or friends in Canada, or faces obstacles such as she does not speak English or French, or is not a legal resident of Canada.
If you recognize signs of abuse, you should respond to the woman. Find a time to talk to her when she is calm and alone. Remind her that she cannot control her partner's behavior, and she is not responsible for the abuse. If she is thinking about leaving the abuser, be supportive and tell her that you are there for her. Leaving an abusive situation is one of the most dangerous times for her, so it is important to have support. If she is willing, encourage her to seek help from a community agency. They will help her make a safety plan and review it regularly, because abusive situations and risks can change very quickly. Safety plans can be developed for many different situations. Service providers at community agencies are trained to help a woman identify things she can do to increase her own safety and the safety of her children. You can also share some tips that may keep the woman safer while living with the abuser. All tips may not apply to every woman's situation. Tell her that she is the best judge of what she can try at home. Ask her if she feels safe at home and encourage her to pack a small bag with important papers and items and store it at your home. The important documents could include identity documents, bank cards, financial papers related to family assets, her last Canada income tax return, keys, medication, pictures of the abuser and her children, passports, health cards, a personal address or telephone book, legal documents like immigration papers, mortgage or rental information, restraining orders, and peace bonds. If she has a car, encourage her to keep the car fueled and to hide a cell phone, keys, and some money in a secure hiding place. If it is not safe to keep these things stored in her home, suggest that she make copies and leave them with someone she trusts. Come up with a secret word or way that she can alert you or someone she trusts to call the police if they hear abuse in progress. Planning to keep children safe in an abusive household is important. Support her to contact a service provider who can help her make a safety plan. Encourage her to tell her children that abuse is never right, even when someone they love is being abusive. Tell them the abuse isn't their fault. Teach them that it is important to keep safe when there is abuse. Tell them not to get in the middle if there is violence. Other safety tips that you can talk about with the woman include what to do if abuse escalates into physical violence. For example, if possible, move closer to an exit and away from potential weapons in areas such as a kitchen, a workshop, or a bathroom. Ask her to consider taking photos of any bruises from physical abuse and send them to a friend. Remind her to delete the photos afterwards, or she may ask someone she trusts to take photos with their phone. If it is safe, she could think about keeping a record of all violent incidents, noting dates, events, threats, and any witnesses. The diary should be kept in a safe place where the abuser cannot find it. Reassure her that these tips are just suggestions, and she should always keep her own safety in mind when deciding what to do.
Let the abused woman know that there are services available to support her and help keep her safe. If she is willing to go to a service provider who can help with the safety planning, you can call the Assaulted Women's Helpline at 1-866-863-0511. They offer information about local resources 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They also provide advice and information in over 154 languages and can tell you the right way to get help and stay safe. Anything you share with them is confidential. She can also go to one of 35 hospitals across Ontario that have an Ontario network of sexual assault, domestic violence treatment centers. Each center has a specialized team of doctors, nurses, and counselors that provide emergency medical treatment and emotional support to all persons who have experienced sexual assault or domestic violence. Their services are confidential and free of charge. They will arrange an interpreter for women who do not speak English. The best way to find a center near you is to visit their website, or you can call the Assaulted Women's Helpline at 1-866-863-0511 for information. If the woman calls the Assaulted Women's Helpline, seeks help with a women's shelter or local community agency, remind her to clear her phone history. Tell the woman to call 911 in an emergency. The abused woman may also want to report the incident to the police. Ask for an officer who specializes in women abuse, as the information could later result in charges being laid. Please keep in mind that she may not have legal status in Canada, so she may fear involving the police. Please respect her wishes. She can also ask them about providing a panic button or a cell phone that she can hide from her partner. For your own safety, do not get in the middle of an assault. If there is an emergency or if there is a life-threatening situation, call 911. Remember, if a woman is in trouble, she may be too afraid to ask for help. Keep a watch for signs of woman abuse. If you don't know what to do, call 1-866-863-0511 for advice. When you see abuse, don't ignore it. Do something about it.